The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you, and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The Beatitudes in the Gospel of Matthew is one of the most familiar passages of the Bible. We read it frequently in church at weddings and funerals. And on this Sunday of the year, we put the Beatitudes on prayer cards and sympathy cards, and we make posters and plaques of the Beatitudes. I believe the Beatitudes is also one of the most ignored passages of the Scriptures. So we look at it and we think, it's not the way the world works. Maybe some point in the future in heaven but just right now they don't fit. It's not how our world works. And that would be absolutely correct. Our world does not work that way. The Beatitudes don't fit. But it leads to a very important question. Is the problem with the Beatitudes, or is the problem with the world? You see, our world operates on an entirely different set of Beatitudes that goes something like this. Blessed are the rich and powerful, for they can pay their own way. And blessed are those who are comfortable because they really enjoy life. Blessed are the strong, for they can take what they want. And blessed are those who are on top, for they can look down on everybody else. Jesus took the view of the world and turned it upside down. And it's not just about the future. The first beatitude is, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." It's not just in the future. It's now. But what does it mean to be poor in spirit? The earliest Christians were mostly very poor people. We heard that from Paul's letter to the Corinthians, his first letter to the Corinthians. But by the time the Gospel of Matthew was written 25 to 35 years later, many Christians weren't poor. But they had compassion and they cared for others, which made them poor in spirit. They felt for others and they comforted them. They did what was right, and they showed mercy, and they led good lives, and they worked for peace. In living that way, the kingdom of heaven was theirs because they were bringing it to life. They were living the way of Jesus. They were living the Beatitudes. And as they lived them, they brought the kingdom to life because how they lived is the kingdom. And they did that no matter how they were treated. So maybe the question isn't whether the problem is with the world or with the Beatitudes. Maybe there's a different question that we need to think about. What kind of world do we want to create right where we are?